after my uncle's murder, his oldest daughter said for her father in her birthday dress to come and take her skating. And to look across the room and know that it's never a possibility anymore breaks my heart. Me and my family are still grieving the loss of my grandmother when my uncle's life was horrifically taken away from us. Not only are we hurt, we are angry. When does this stop? We're not only pleading for justice, we're pleading for change. Zone 3, where my uncle was killed, is the same zone we represented and loved all our lives. We stood with the Atlanta Police Department when they were just tearing up our city and said, this doesn't happen here, leave them alone. And here we are 3 weeks later, those same police took something away from our family that we'll never get back. Rayshard Brooks. Most of us haven't slept or eaten since we viewed a video of a man being murdered to only get a phone call moments later to tell you it's your loved one. This entire situation has traumatized me and my entire family, I'm sure for the rest of our lives. My uncle did not die in vain. His life mattered. George Floyd's life mattered. Breonna Taylor's life mattered. Michael Brown's life mattered. Sandra Bland's life mattered. I'm not only asking the city of Atlanta to stand with us, I'm asking for everyone in this nation to stand with us as we seek justice for Rayshard. Thank you.
Now you hear from his cousin, Rayshard Brooks.
Rayshard Brooks. The name that may start a protest tomorrow or another day in the future. However, the man himself no longer has a future. He can no longer live in the present nor plan for tomorrow. No matter what the different points of view are ours of his death, we must all agree to one fact. The fact that he was killed by the Atlanta Police Department. The fact that someone's cousin, brother, uncle, nephew, father, companion, and friend is no longer in this world. The trust that we have with the police force is broken. And the only way to heal some of these wounds is through a conviction and a drastic change with the police department. But honestly, true justice will never prevail because we will never be able to bring back Rayshard Brooks. He will no longer be able to return to this world nor to his family. However, again, if we stand together and united as one, there will be no more cases similar to Rayshard's. How many more protests will it take to ensure that the next victim isn't your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your nephew, your friend, or your companion, so that we can finally end the suffering of police excessive force? We are tired. You guys are tired. And we are frustrated. Most importantly, we're heartbroken. So we need justice for Rayshard Brooks.
This is Mr. Brooks' cousin. His name is Mr. Allen.
I'm going to try to make this brief and clear. First and foremost, we want to say, we want to show our appreciation and thanks to everybody that's been out here supporting us and helping us. And we encourage you to continue to do so. And I actually go by the name of Decatur Red. A lot of people know me as that. A lot of celebrities I see that have been trying to reach out and try to find the family. We are the family. I am the family. And if you're trying to help, you know, reach out to me so we can try to make sure that my cousin and his wife and his kids is taken care of. If you can't help financially, then try to just keep helping with your voice and stay with the protest. But again, I want to just tell you that we appreciate all the help. We appreciate the voices around the nation. We thank you.
As y'all know, I'm Attorney Chris Stewart, and I tried to figure out a way to encompass everything that's going on and get rid of the division of one side versus the other and get the whole country to understand what's going on. And the first thing that came to mind is what we all just went through with the coronavirus outbreak. We all sheltered in place for months, losing our mind. And then we started seeing on the news large amounts of white Americans demanding change, coming out and rallying in the streets and protesting and making their governments change laws so that we could start getting back to regular life. And as I sat stunned watching TV and watching so many of our white brothers and sisters out there rallying, protesting because they thought something was wrong with the current state of laws in their city or state, we didn't have a problem with it. That is their right as Americans to demand change, to demand laws change. So why is it so offensive or painful or off-putting when African Americans step forward to demand change against police brutality? Why is it so wrong when we are protesting in the street when we see something wrong with police abuse? It's our God-given and American right also. So it's a thing of unity when you see both sides of it. You have to support and vocalize your rights as we did and we watched on TV and as people are doing in the streets now. Demanding changes in laws, in policies, in accountability, in value of life where that a man that was running away doesn't get shot twice in the back. And now there's a question of was it reckless or should he have used that force? Let me tell you and show you why shooting in a crowded parking lot is so reckless and so unnecessary of what he did. A witness today sent us his vehicle, which was hit by one of Officer Rowe's bullets, while he and his kids were in the car. A couple feet up, and we would have had another loss of life. So, trying to justify the actions of shooting at Mr. Brooks as he's running away in a crowded Wendy's parking lot, when you can easily catch him later for what started off as a very non-confrontational situation. It can't be justified. It cannot.